Thank you very much for joining us. We are having a chat today with Candice, Olivia from Collab Hub. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I wanted to have a chat to Candice today because Candice was so lovely to really support us and the WEFest ideas and visions from the very beginning. Candice runs, operates, does all of the things here at Collab Hub, and we were able to use this space to come together with a group of women that wanted to start putting the visions together and have the ideas and sit around a table and throw all of our options out for us to start to work out how to bring this together to become a few days out of the very first event.
Amazing. Initially, the idea of just having the one event was something I definitely wanted to support, but then, you know, as time has gone on, like it's like 3 events leading up to like the main event. I think it's beautiful. It's been so beautiful to be able to support this group of women who are just going to be life changers.
Yes, thank you. So I want everyone to know about Collab Hub because there is so much more happening since when we first came here. January or February was our first meetup. Now there is a whole other area upstairs. We're in a room up here in the top boardroom. There has been so much expansion, so many events, so many workshops. I see everybody here working.
Yeah.
So there is a vibe, there is an energy, there is a buzz going on. I'd love to hear what were the beginning stages were for you to even bring this collaboration space together.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the initial idea was, you know, myself having worked from home for 2 years, being in isolation and sort of losing the human connection was really starting to get to me. So I decided to start looking for a space that I could convert into just actually an office where I could invite like 1 or 2 of the girls that I knew on the coast to be like, hey, does anybody want to come and work with me today? And obviously have the space and the facilities. But when the location was found, the idea just went from like 0 to 100. And I just was able to envision it straight away. And, you know, it's been a hard process. My business partner, the co-founder, and myself actually built the majority of the furniture in the space and upcycled and recycled. So Collab Hub, other than being what it is, actually takes a strong focus on being eco-conscious and reducing your footprint as a business owner. And just being in a shared space does that dramatically. But we also compost all food waste. We encourage, you know, 0 plastic, or at least try to keep it into moderation. The space itself is designed as a creative co-working space. So small business owners, artists and creatives can just have a safe place to do things. Many would call it like that spare bedroom that you didn't have. It feels like home. You can walk around without any shoes on. You can bring the dog in. You know, you can bring a friend in, sit down, have coffee, have a chat. The biggest part is that you're getting things done. So there's a few of us in here that will come in and go, hey, how's things going today? Are you being productive? Like, have you got things on your to-do list that you need help with? Or can we maybe, you know, make an introduction for you? So if you need a virtual assistant, or do you need a better bookkeeper or an accountant, or how can we help you? And obviously making those introductions for collaborations.
Amazing. And hearing this story from the very first time, and I heard most of that, but not all of that, meeting Candice, you just know when you're in the right space of people. You know when you all have the same ideas and visions to help community, and you come from a heart space, a lot of us would call it.
Yeah.
You know you're at home. And that's what you built.
Thank you.
The minute I saw you, we both spoke about ideas, I just felt that instant connection. So that energy of you is in here. I felt that every time I walked in this place, and it has evolved, which I would feel is quite quickly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of sleepless nights, especially with this expansion, which now also boasts 12 new full-time desks, a new entertaining events workshop space filled with greenery. We don't have any artificial plants in here, and we probably have 100. So takes about 4 hours a week just to water and look after them, which we do. We've got, you know, an extra meeting room, which is the one we're in today, which actually doubles as a podcast room. So, which has been really good because these sorts of meetings that take place through a video channel are more popular these days. And it's been an interesting ride because I would have anticipated that the demographic and sort of, you know, that person we put in a box of who we would think we were going to market to is just completely different. And I think just allowing myself to fill the space with things I liked and just being me has just been able to attract the most beautiful group of people who individually are on their own mission, from, you know, business coaches to life coaching to people in the corporate world who just don't want to wear the suit and tie every day, but, you know, have climbed the corporate ladder and they sit on the top and they're still happy to walk around with no shoes on and, you know, share meals and have a chat. And the most beautiful part about Karma actually is that we have like this hugging thing that goes on. It's almost should be put in a policy, because we have a lot of people in the space that, you know, feel comfortable hugging anyone, and they just go around generally. It's like, hey, do you want a hug today? It's like, yeah, cool. And sometimes that's all you need. Yeah. So I'm almost thinking that half people come in for like that half an hour throughout the day when they've got meetings, just so they can like get that hug and be like, all right, I'm ready for the rest of the day now. Which is really beautiful, isn't it? And look at what forms so naturally when you're putting your passions into place and you have that vision and you're going with it. Yeah. You know, that's what you did. We don't get in the way of these visions, but it's coming through us. Yeah. So we're still putting that together, and then that is what really expands. We have beautiful things like people coming in for a hug, or yeah, but I think the people that use the space are the ones who influenced it. They came in and they were their raw self. If they did need help with anything, or if they do need help, you know, or if they're having a flat day, that they feel comfortable enough to come to us and have that little chat, and we can break down those walls together. So by the people that have been using the space, actually, it's helped definitely me grow as an individual to accept that, hey, you can do what you want to do by just being you. Yeah. Perfect. Because you don't have to be anyone else. You don't have to wear this facade. If you are just comfortable in you, the people will come, and they have. And I'm so thankful for them. Perfect. And what a perfect message, really, for anyone on their life mission. We're all working towards better health, operating a business, putting these projects and visions into place. That right there is really the perfect essence of what we're all aiming to achieve, whether we know it or not. You know, it's once you've experienced it, then we get it. Yeah. We don't know that that's what we're working towards until you can feel the sense of community and collaboration and you just being you. And it's actually so much easier than what we've always been making it. Oh, 100%. Especially, you know, for people that do use the space who you travel a lot. They, you know, obviously if anyone does travel a lot for work, they know that their relationships with close friends start to break down over time, especially if you're on two different missions. So, you know, 9 to 5 versus I'm going to be an entrepreneur no matter what. And you start to break down those relationships. So when people are thriving for different things, it's great to be able to come into a space where it doesn't matter what industry it is, but there's like this secret language. Like we all understand late nights and early mornings and missing things and not being able to, you know, go to social events on the weekend, but we have social events here. Yeah. We just make it a party. So, you know, for, you know, Friday today, we buy everyone pizzas for lunch and we make sure that everybody takes a good half an hour away from their desks and has that chat, and being able to open up the circle to see what people need. Yeah. Sometimes it is just that hug. Yeah, I bet. It's a good starting point. Yeah. It's a good starting point. So just before we went live, I called Candice the Collab Cupid, or the collaborative Cupid, because everyone you come into contact I like
with.
that. I like that.
We're going to label that. We've started something.
Yeah.
We'll have a neon sign for you soon.
Yeah, I like that. Just above my desk.
The
directions from the front door all the way through.
Because Candice is here. You know, this is an essence of you and the extension of you and everyone you are attracting, and them as well, from them to show up as themselves here. Then you get that sense. You talk to people, you see where they're at. And like I said, any industry, it doesn't matter. We are all getting out of either doing everything on our own or getting out of the office, getting out of the home space. Yeah. We all know that we need that connection. But yeah, that's one thing. But you also have the ears and eyes and senses of, these two people need to meet, or this person's really struggling with this and this one has this great skill. Let's have a chat and let's meet. So you've also been doing that for everyone that's come into place.
Yeah, well, I think it's a beautiful thing. A lot of the people that do use the space actually have come from working at home. So, you know, people being very different. Some people don't feel as comfortable to just go to someone they might know and say, hey, I'm actually building my website at the moment, but I don't know what I've done. It's not working. I've broken it. I need help. And I think I need help is something that a lot of people really struggle to say. So just working in the space with the people, I get to understand a little bit about them and their personality. So I know where maybe, you know, they might just need someone to help them once a week just to get their emails in order, or maybe it's organization because they've got so many things going on. And I look at their work area and I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Can I please organize it for you? Because my OCD is kicking in. And I think you might just need help. But as well as being a family, so, you know, working together as a group and listening to people, if people, you know, really struggling with meeting their deadlines and things, because they've got to go and pick the kids up, we can, you know, sort of try and, you know, maybe pop the car seat in my car and I'll go and get the kids, or if, you know, someone's going to the shop throughout the day, everyone asks, does anybody need anything? And it's not only for lunch, it's like, hey, does anybody need anything for dinner tonight? Because obviously, you know, knowing that we've all got this mission ahead of us, just being able to like not have to go to the grocery store, which means you can send out like another 5 emails at the end of the day, that's like gold. And just working together as a collaborative community and as a family, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's so many elements to it, isn't it? Really?
Oh, 100%. It's, you know, people generally say, so Candice, what do you do? And I say, well, I'm the co-founder of a creative co-working space. I feel like just saying, listen, you're going to have to come and have a look, because it's like the family home. I just created a family home where people come to work and paint and, you know, do craft things. And, you know, we run a series of workshops based on art therapy and being, you know, sort of in the creative arts as well, because it is good to take that break away from your laptop. And then also professional building skills. So how we can get better on Facebook, how we can, you know, better use tools, how we can automate. We need this. And, you know, as a lot of entrepreneurs, they, you know, there's so much information out there and so many events created that I was in two minds about it. What I found as well, people working in this space felt more comfortable in this space. So when they did have questions, when, you know, they were sat in front of a presenter, they were actually putting their hand up and asking, because they were like, hey, I'm in my home. I'm allowed to ask questions. Versus, you know, might being in a space that they're not familiar with. Which is great.
Amazing. And,
you know, we make a lot of the workshops homely. You know, we hold meditation nights on Tuesday nights, and everyone is on the floor. You know, they're in their office and they're sitting on the floor, and they love it. And
so good.
You know, it makes me feel good, because I now know that I am not like this black sheep who, you know, is like sits between the middle of being like total hippie and working in the corporate world. I'm like in the middle, which is good.
That's so good. Oh. And you have to come here. And like you said, anyone that does anything creative or through their passions, we don't have a title. It doesn't really work very well when we do have a title, because that means nothing. We have to really get to know that person, which what we're doing with these interviews, their experiences, what we're doing with the WEFest events. You get to experience the ladies.
I'm so excited for the event. I remember when all the ladies first came on the first day, and not many knew anyone, and they're like, hey, we're just here for the ladies meetup thing. and not even really knowing what they were doing. Like, yeah, just come in here. I'm like, we're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. And now, you know, obviously the 3 lead-up events and then this amazing festival. It's gonna be amazing.
I believe so too. It's just a beautiful world when you can bring together creations, because you are allowing people to support you and come together as a community to all build your own visions and somehow do that together. It's a very new world for me after doing everything on my own, and it's a beautiful world, and I'm so glad that we're here. We're all doing something very similar in our own way, and we're yet also doing it for one another, supporting one another at the same time.
Collaboration.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So the name of this space was perfectly designed and created. I love it.
The meeting point.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we're going to add the link so you can check out Karma Collab, so you know where to come. You can see what events are coming up. Even if you want to have a chat to Candice, she'll be running around here somewhere. But definitely come and feel this space. I've taken some videos. You'll see all the footage there. We've got it all on the Insta stories. But I'm adding the links in so you can really make sure that you pop in, get to know this place, the people that are around. You'll feel at home because this is what's been created.
Beautiful.
So thank you so much for having a chat with me.
Thank you.